What's up? Random video, just sitting here studying, meditating on the Word of God, and something just really dropped on me heavy, and I wanted to make a video about it. And it's one word, three words that make up one word, and that word is nevertheless. Nevertheless, I was sitting here and I was thinking about, I was talking with my girlfriend just how we go through certain struggles in life. We go through certain hard areas. We have certain faults or certain addictions or certain things that we struggle with that may not be healthy for us. Nothing to do with being saved or saved or whatever. Well, I guess for this video is for the believer. But we have those things in our life that we struggle with behind closed doors, or we have those things that we may not be too proud of, or some of us may have come out of those things. Some of us may be in the middle of certain situations, and you just may feel bound. You may feel yourself going in cycles or whatnot, and you're really seeking God for wholeness. And I was just really thinking about when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane and he was praying to the Father because he was getting ready to die on the cross. He was praying to the Father, and he was praying and he asked the Father, do I have to do this? Do I really have to go through with this crucifixion? Do I really have to bear the sins of humanity? Which was something huge because he would be totally separated from God because he bore the sins of the world. Um, and it just amazed me how he was sinless, but his will was still challenged. And it's almost kind of like he knew what his issue was. Even though he was sinless, he was still tempted. Now, we give in to sin because we are tempted, we're human. But he was tempted and he didn't give in. The reason he didn't give in because he knew that the temptation wasn't the issue. The temptation was his will. And basically saying, I want to do what I want to do. And I was just thinking, I was speaking to my girlfriend, I was like, so many times in life we're fighting the wrong things. We're thinking that this is my issue, or sex is my issue, or drugs is my issue, or gossiping, lying, fornicating, self-hatred, overeating, you know, not taking care of myself is my issue, or, lack of confidence, or this, that, whatever. I'm just naming out stuff. But whatever your stuff is, um, yes, identify it. But know at the end of the day, when you work through all those layers and you really get to the root of the thing, you have a decision to make. My will or God's will? Am I going to do what I want, or am I going to do what He wants me to do? What He has called me to do? And you can't just look at it as I'm not going to do something. You got to realize I'm going to, okay, I may not do this horrible thing, but I'm going to do this for God instead. I'm going to live for Him. I'm going to speak of His word. I'm going to dedicate all of who I am to Him. I'm going to put myself in His will. A lot of times we can look and say, I'm not going to do my own will. Well, let's make sure we do God's will. But what I was going to say was that so many times we can fight, back to what I was going to say, we can fight the wrong battle. Because there's two separate battles. There may be a battle, there may be one battle, more struggle. I like to do this thing. This thing is calling me, it's tempting me, it's calling my flesh. I want to go do it right now. But it's a totally separate battle to say, am I going to do it? You see? Because it's one thing to hear it calling you and to be drawn away. But there's another battle that says, okay, am I really going to do this? This is between me and God. It has nothing to do with that third party voice that's calling me. It really has something to do with me and God. Where's my relationship at with Him? Can I trust Him enough to say, nevertheless, not my will? Because, and that's really important that we get to that point, because uh, it's easy to talk yourself out of making the right decision. It's easy to justify it. It's easy to say, well, you know what, I get it right the next time, or I just can't do it right now, or the burden is too strong. It's easy to say that because we feel like God may not speak, or God may not come and rescue us in the way we think He should. And so, I mean, by faith, we have to make a decision to trust Him and say, nevertheless, not my will. I don't understand, but not my will. I don't know how you're going to come through, but not my will, and I will trust in you. And the reason I can say this so confidently is because I've been there. Plenty of things in life. Those of you who know my story, which I'll may share later on if I do. But I've struggled with some stuff where I just really just had to make a decision. You know what? Am I gonna put God before me? And that's just what I decided to do. And because he put me before Himself. So that's why I'm going to cut this video off because I'm at 6 minutes and I feel my preacher coming on. But nevertheless, not my will. And I'm going to be making more videos about this. Uh, but yeah, nevertheless, Matthew 26, starting at the 36th verse. You should go read it. Nevertheless, y'all. Love you.